Greetings and salutations. Welcome to LoveCAST 45. All right. Mary Zastro is here. Emily Thatcher. Hello, Meg Sampson. I'm going to scroll back up to the top and... Okay, Craig is on the Vaudacity network keyboard. Awesome. Hello, Christina. Claire Bear is here. Hello. Claire Bear with the new router and modem and stuff. That's very good. Let's see. Celia Day, hello. Kelsey Blaine Gibson saying hello to everybody. Michelle Vanderpool's in the house. All right. Ruth Sanchez. Joanne, hello. Patty Pinkstaff. Ed and Susie. Ed and Susie here escaping from reality, as so many of us are. Howdy ho, disciplerinos. Jackie, I love your Flanders. Svetlana and Chloe, all right. I saw something. I lost my cohort. Nick Davila, all right. Kimmy Hills, haven't seen Kimmy for a while. She was out in the desert. Good to have you back. Kathy Balcom, hello. Charity Swanson. Anna's here, and Dari. Yeah, Chloe, that is Personal Jesus is queued up and ready. It'll be similar to how I did it last Saturday night on POVS. However, there are now backup vocals added in. And Personal Jesus is, of course, the video song of the week. And did I see something about Disciplerinos is a good fandom name. Yeah, Disciplerinos. Oh, good. Claire Bear is getting her second vaccine tomorrow morning. Did I see something about 18.5 miles flit by in the chat really fast? I lost who where, but all right. Born to Play Productions. So Ned and Benny are watching. Lovely. Emily did 18 miles on her bike. All right. I went for my first bike ride in months yesterday. I rode about 4.5 miles. My road bike's got really, really tiny, narrow, thin tires, so it's not exactly something I would take out in snow or ice. And yesterday it was a luxurious, 42 degrees right around sunset, so I took my bike down to the lake and went for a little ride. That was nice. It's nice to get out. Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer Capriccio is joining us. Haven't seen you in a little while. Lovely to have you back. Good. So, I don't usually do the same song 2 weeks in a row. In fact, I've never done the same song 2 weeks in a row that I can recall. But Ed requested Prometheus. I don't remember if when we had to restart the stream last week, if I actually played it the second time, or if that's the song that got cut off and I just never got back to it. But, so let's open with that tonight. Make sure the camera is focusing on me. Here we are. For all of my days, it's just been dark at night. Once the sun goes down, there's no more heat, no light, but the cold outside only chills to the bone. So I walk under a lamp instead of sleeping alone. Off in the distance, my heart felt a glow upon the mountain of knowledge where it's forbidden to go. Lighting the hillside was this lady in flame. The moment I saw her, it was clear why I came. This is the daughter of Zeus. Those are clearly the odds. Now I got something in mind I gotta steal from the gods. She moves with thicker, glows red, orange, and blue. Come with me, child, I'll light my whole world with you. Ooh, hey, oh, ooh, ooh, oh, and I was caught. Said I was caught. She moves with flicker, rose are red, orange, and blue. Come with me, pretty child, I'll light my whole world with you. I was chained to a rock, say those when being dramatic. Daily greeted by an ego whose taste was hepatic. Only if you know the truth, I was turned into a moth. Hiding from the sun by day, I sleep in your cloth. You turned me into a moth, 'cause I loved her so much. So I'll always love the flame, but be burned by his touch. Moves with the flicker, glows red, orange, and blue. Come with me, pretty child, I'll light my whole world with you. Oh, oh. Yeah. While singing this song, sexy Jesus becomes Hercules. How appropriately Greek. Actually, I just saw the animated Disney Hercules for the first time, what, a week and a half ago? And yeah, it was a fun little flick. Yeah. Well, yeah, there was, there was, maybe it was the age, maybe it was what I was doing in school at the time. I don't remember. There was like there was a whole rash of Disney films that are now just unmissable classics that I didn't see at that time. Hercules would have been one of them, and yeah, The Emperor's New Groove. I just saw that probably a month ago, something like that now. And I can see why the critics had such differing takes on that movie. It was so much more like Bugs Bunny cartoonish than they had previously done. Actually, Roger Allers is somebody that was I was good friends with Roger Allers' daughter, and so he directed The Lion King way before I knew he or his daughter Leah, and I'd be really curious to get his take on what The Emperor's New Groove ended up being, because I could see that there was like a different direction that he was going in to begin with. So are Nick and Christy Davila with us? I think I saw them in the chat. I think. Cool. So I wanted to start by saying happy birthday to Nick and Christy's little dude, Anthony. He turns 9 today, and it's been pretty sweet getting to know them as a family. I have seen he's watching in his car. That's adorable. Good. Yeah, I've seen like his piano lessons progressing, and well, Nick and Christy had a request, and it's a damn good one. So the group Wilco is has been on my mind a lot, actually, a lot of this summer for a number of reasons. Not the least of which, because this coming Saturday on Paulie's online variety show, hey bud, good to see you made it. This coming Saturday on Paulie's online variety show is Folk Night, and somebody was asking what I was going to do. Well, a few people have asked, what am I going to do? Folk Night is like, wow, I could probably do the whole 4-hour show by myself. Love folk music. But also this coming Saturday is something of an anniversary for the Davilas, because it is Nick Davila's birthday this coming Saturday. And as I understand it, Nick asked Christy to marry him on his birthday. So it's it's kind of an anniversary for them this Saturday. Christy was kind enough to request one of their songs. I think she said they have about 3 of them. And yeah, I've got to play this one for you, because this is I guess I have such a crush on this song. I can't even tell you. I've been just kind of obsessive about this in the last several days in particular. Yeah, this is called California Stars. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on a bed of California stars, I'd like to lay my weary bones tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd love to feel your touch in mine and tell me why I must keep working on. Yes, I give my life to lay my head tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd like to dream my troubles are away on the bed of We're going farther and farther out of tune as I broke a string, and it's just going to be unavoidable. So we're going to switch guitars and start that over. Yeah, that's... There you go, live music. This is the first time I have repeated a song from one week to another. Ironically, because it got cut off last week, Prometheus. And this is also the first time that I have ever broken a string on air and just said, hell with it, switch guitars and start over. Okay, never tried it on this guitar before, but I think this is going to work quite well. This is the 12 string that Patty Pinkstaff gave me. Let's try this again. Yeah, you can hear the contrast and how different they sound. Okay, for Nick and Christy Davila, this is California Stars. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary bones tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd love to feel your hand touching mine. Tell me why I must keep working on. Yes, I'd give my life to lay my head tonight on the bed of California stars. I like to dream my troubles are away on the bed of California stars. Jump up from the starbed and make another day underneath my California stars. They hang like grapes on vines that shine and warm the lover's grass like friendly wine. So I'd give this world just to dream a dream with you on our bed of California stars. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary bones tonight on the bed of California stars. I'd like to feel your hand touching mine and tell me why I must keep working on. Yes, I'd give my life to lay my head tonight on the bed California stars. I like to dream my troubles are away on the bed California stars. Jump up from the starbed and make another day underneath my California stars. They hang like grapes on vines that shine and warm the lover's grass like friendly wine. So I'd give this world just to dream a dream with you on a bed of California stars. Okay, now that you've heard it, and now that you've heard what a sweet, amazing backstory to the request from Nick and Christy, I gotta tell you, it's just two other little things about Wilco. First of all, Wilco is a funny entity in the music world in a personal level because in the 90s, they used to open for the Mother Hips. And then records go the way they do, and contracts do the way they do, and sales and charts and things like that. And eventually it got to a place where 5 or 10 years later, the Mother Hips were opening for Wilco. And Tim Bloom has written a song or two about exactly this, which I think is fascinating. And Tim has another story where one of the lyrics to one of his folk songs he heard in a dream being sung by one of the guys from Wilco. And when he woke up, he was relieved that it was a dream, because that means he didn't steal the song from Wilco. That means it's an original. And so he wrote it all down, and it became a hip song. But cool thing about California Stars is those lyrics were written by Woody Guthrie, and Woody Guthrie's career pretty much ended in around 1947. But Guthrie, he never recorded it. He never wrote down any kind of like chord progression or charts. He just wrote down the lyrics. No exact date is known for it. It could have been any time from the 30s until the 40s. But Woody Guthrie's estate approached Billy Bragg in 1995, asking him to set Woody's handwritten, unrecorded lyrics to music. So this song is a collaboration piece that took place 30 years after Woody Guthrie died. It's Bob Seger played this song in 2013 during the Rock and Roll Never Forgets tour. He put it on his Ride Out album, and apparently Woody Guthrie wrote the lyrics for this when he was living in Long Beach. So nearby us, those of us in Southern California. Christie's, your former colleague, is Billy Bragg's son. Okay, cool. That's pretty neat. And Ruth, I didn't know that. Ruth went to a 3-hour tribute of Wilco that some Hips members did at Terrapin. I didn't know they did that, but I'm not surprised. Let me guess. It was it Tim, Greg, and Hoffer? Of course, Hoffer would have had to come up all the way from L.A., so it might have been one of the other guys on either bass or keys. Okay, so let's go on. I'm going to do one more. I want to do one more folk song since I'm not playing that one or this one this coming Saturday. This is actually the song that I intended to have this guitar for. Townes Van Zandt is just. It was once upon a time said that there was a quote from a friend of Townes Van Zandt in a music magazine. I can't remember who this came from, but it was somebody famous enough to be interviewed, and in like Rolling Stone or something like that. And the guy said in the interview, he said, I don't care who puts Bob Dylan first. Townes Van Zandt is the best folk singer, songwriter that history has ever known, and I would stand on Bob Dylan's coffee table in my boots and declare that at the top of my lungs. And apparently Townes Van Zandt heard this and said, wow, thanks, man, I appreciate the accolades, but I've seen Bob Dylan's coffee table, and frankly, you wouldn't get anywhere near it with or without boots. So I originally learned this song as a request from Ed Marsh. I've since done it as a weekly video on Hunter's Acoustic Cabin, probably about 6 weeks ago or so. This is Rake by Townes Van Zandt. Well, I used to wait and run with the moon. I lived like a rake and a young man. I covered my lovers with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. The sun, she would come and beat me back down. But every cruel day had its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. My body was sharp, dark hair clean, and outraged my joyful companion. Whispering women, how sweet did they seem, kneeling for me to command them. Time was like water, but I was the sea. I wouldn't have noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and the turning of day into cursing. Well, you look at me now, don't think I don't know what all of your eyes are saying. Does he want us to believe these ravings and lies? They're just tricks that his brain's been playing. A lover of women he can't hardly stand. He trembles, he's bent, and he's broken. Falling, it's true, but I say to you, hold your tongues till after I've spoken. I was taking my pride in the pleasures I'd known, laughed and said I'll be forgiven. But my laughter turned around, eyes blazing, and said, my friends, we're holding a wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again. The night to the day we're binding. Now the dark is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Now the dark is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Oh, Townes Van Zandt. Okay, Ed, I want to know, are your neighbors listening to this one too out of coincidence because they've got good taste in music, or are they listening to this one too because you got the volume up so loud your neighbors can't help but hear it? I really, I gotta know. There's a good reminder. Thank you. Click the 3 things below. There's a thumbs up. There's a share. There's a save to watch later. All of those things help tremendously with the algorithm. And want to take a quick second to say thank you to the folks that put into the virtual tip jar last week, and the folks that are donating and helping keep the lights on here at Hunter's Acoustic Cabin from last week were Rick and Karen Oliver, Emily Thatcher, Terry Smith, Meg Sampson, Claire Bear Foster, who got a new modem and a router so she could join us tonight, Christy and Nick Davila, Julie Emery, Ed and Susie Marsh, Benny Shoyan, Ned Clark, and one anonymous donor. And Karen Oliver, are you with us tonight? Are you listening? Oh, Mickey's here. Good, Mickey. Farron is clapping for you. She just, Mickey. I was so sad to learn that Mickey wouldn't be joining us at Burning Man this year in 2020, but happy for the reason that she had a new baby, and her baby would have been a newborn at the end of August, beginning of September when Burning Man happens. But we didn't miss each other at the burn as it was. Good. Karen Oliver's here. I've only done this once or twice. But every now and then somebody writes a personal message that it's just very touching about what the LoveCAST means to them. And of course I ask permission before just reading personal stuff on the air. But Karen had this to say a couple of days ago. She said, "Last week's set was so special to me. You played my dad's favorite song, Whiter Shade of Pale. He was a great music dad. He was born in 1927 and died very suddenly in 2005. I miss him. Later, you played The Weight, which is such a favorite of my older sister's that she chose that as her dance with her son at his wedding. And then you played Angel from Montgomery. That song is a favorite of my long-lost daughter, who we haven't seen in almost 4 years. She's recently been texting me again. It's been great to be back in touch, even if it's limited. We've seen Bonnie Raitt twice together, and those are such good memories. So I shared the link with her at the moment you began, and she saw it. She heard it. Beautiful. She wrote, "I watched Angel from Montgomery, and he did a beautiful rendition. That song is so special to me, and I really appreciate you sharing that. I think it's fun that he's become your friend. I'm so grateful that you're in my life playing the songs I love and need to hear. Thank you. Sending you love." Can't wait to see you again in person. She amended, just know that what you choose to play every week touches us in our own place in this life. You never know how you're going to set off a spark like that and where it will go, what it will mean to someone. Your voice, your words, the sound of your guitar, it's very needed right now. And it's needed in a different way for each one of us. Thank you, Karen. That was beautiful. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for listening every week and tuning in and being such an integral part of this community. Thank you. I love you. I'm going to try to keep tonight timely. Yeah, June Lake has a date. That's awesome. Bud just said June Lake has a date. The June Lake Jam Fest has contacted us, asking us to play. So, barring another apocalypse, Hunter and the Dirty Jacks will be at June Lake 2021. I'm interrupting myself. I started to say I'm going to try to keep it timely tonight because at 7:30, Quarantine with Friends is back on. And Stephanie Renee Wall is going to be joined by Miss Wendy Walker. I love that Paul has been calling that fire and ice. That's awesome. Chris Filkins, I don't know the dates that have been declared for June Lake Jam Fest. Oh, Bud Carl Forster just put it in the chat. It looks like it's September 9th. It looks like it's September 10th and 11th. So, yeah, that'll be right after we get back from Burning Man, I hope. And Paul's 3-year-old Noah, it's his birthday today as well. So yeah, man, happy birthday, Noah. Is Deep Sky Dude listening? He said he was going to be tuning in tonight. He has been doing a bunch of his own live casts. Deep Sky Dude is an astronomer out there. I just happened to mention to him last night that I was thinking of him while I was putting together tonight's set list. Because after California Stars, I thought I'd like to do some Pink Floyd and do some cuts from the end of Dark Side of the Moon. So it is that time. So, I'm going to do a little medley of Pink Floyd. The first song in this little clutch is actually from The Wall. And is comfortably numb. Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on now, I hear you're feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax, I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. I got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. I have become comfortably numb. Okay, just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. You may feel a little sick. Can you stand up? I do believe it's working. Good. That'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the dream is gone. I have become comfortably numb. The lunatic is on the grass. The lunatic is on the grass. Remembering games and daisy chains and lights. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in the hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor. Every day the paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Oh, the lunatic is in my head. The lunatic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change, you rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. Someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts, thunder in your ear, you shout but no one seems to hear. And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. Touch, all that you see, all that you taste, all you feel, and all that you love, all that you hate, all you distrust, all you save, all that you give, and all that you deal, and all that you buy, beg, borrow, or steal. All you create and all you destroy, all that you do, all you say, all that you eat, and everyone you meet, all that you slight, everyone you fight, and all that is now, and all that is gone, and all that's to come. And everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by the moon. Wow. Some of my earliest experiences that the adult me would describe as spiritual experiences We're listening to Pink Floyd around a campfire under the stars. Camping with my dad's geology class when I was a really, really, really little kid. Gets me every time. Oh, Katie's here. Katie, is your friend Molly with us this evening? Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you. I guess I could just address the chat. Molly, are you here? Just curious. There is no dark side of the moon, really. Matter of fact, it's all dark. Thank you, Jason. Yeah. As I committed earlier, hey, I'm looking for my friend Molly. Have you seen her? Molly was the Molly that I'm inquiring. it's usually a code for club drugs, but in this case, I'm literally just asking if this person Molly, who came to hear Hunter and the Dirty Jacks several times in Laguna, as to whether or not she has joined the fold. In any case. Going to try to keep it timely because Quarantine with Friends, as I said a little while ago, is going to be happening tonight at 7:30. But I'm going to do we'll do a couple here. Yeah, Diana, I remember Molly was yeah, I remember that was your Molly. That's what a sweet memory. So I'll do two more here. Coming to 7 o'clock as we are. That dark side of the moon, I'm still like kind of sniffly and watery. It's a kind of leaves me in that place, you know. Is Paul still listening? If Paul's not still listening, Paul might be with Noah because it's Noah's third birthday right now, and I'll just reveal the sneak preview that the folk song that I'm currently planning on doing is the folk song I'm currently planning on doing this Saturday for Paulie's online variety show is he doesn't know it yet, but it's quite specifically and especially and explicitly for Paul. And I think the song is currently written, but it's going to take like another 20 or 30 repetitions before I can really get through it, because it's such an emotionally this song is an emotional pile driver, and I have not successfully, though I have successfully finished writing it, I think I have not yet played it front to back without a whole emotional tumult around it, and so yeah, I'm going to have to try to desensitize a little to the nature of this song. There's just a little teaser forecast for Saturday. Yes, Emily, it's original. Christina Bielen is the only one that has heard a prototype of it. I played it for her on speakerphone, so no doubt it sounded terrible. But I just needed to play it for somebody really late last night, and it was probably like midnight or something like that. She answered the phone, so thank you for being a sounding. Thank you for being a sounding board for that. It is really, yeah, okay. I'm not going to elaborate any further. So I guess I was in a bluesy 80s mood when putting together tonight's set list. So the penultimate song for the evening. This is originally by NXS. This is Never Tear Us Apart. 1, 2, 3. Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I'd make wine from your tears. I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, and some of us don't know why. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart.
Don't
You know it's true. I was there. Worlds collide. Two worlds collide. Shining through. And they could never, ever tear us apart. You know, yeah, so that was, thank you for the reminder, Christina. That was a, that was a video of the week on Hunter's Acoustic Cabin about 3 months ago, I think. Thank you. And if you would do some extra kindness after the show, stay logged on to YouTube, go to Hunter's Acoustic Cabin, and leave a comment on Never Tear Us Apart. It'll kind of give the YouTube algorithm a refresh, and extra views always help. So thank you, Emily. Gonna do one more tonight, and it is this week's song of the week on Hunter's Acoustic Cabin. Getting the radio voice going because I like it. So, is Melissa Catano watching? I was intending to do this song as a video of the week. Yeah, I was literally in a VR game and telling this Native American friend of mine, Akuhahika. It took me a while to get the consonants in the correct order to say his name correctly. We were playing an archery game in VR when it occurred to me that this next song needs to be a song of the week, and we've got longbows in hand and we're shooting waves and waves of orcs in VR, and I'm like describing the different layers as it's occurring to me, and like, oh yeah, it'll have some drums, it'll have a guitar, there might be a bass part, but I can't quite hear it in my head yet. The bass part never came to fruition. I looked and looked and looked and I just couldn't find it. But as requested on Vaudacity Network, where I am known as the moniker Sexy Jesus, I leave you tonight with Depeche Mode's Personal Jesus. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. You're on personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. You're on personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone. Flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. 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 Well, this pulls us into the gates. For LoveCAST 45. If there's anyone joining us for the first time this evening, this next couple of minutes is not the staged beg for an encore. I say all the time, my favorite thing about this is the community that has come together during this time of pandemic when being physically apart is so extraordinarily crucial. So take a couple of minutes to say goodnight to everyone. For that matter, if there's someone that you've never seen in the chat before, take a second to say hello to that person. While I was playing the Pink Floyd medley, it sort of occurred to me like this. I'm not sure if post-COVID is ever going to be a term, but when live music and gatherings make sense again, I'd love to do a camping trip with you people. Wouldn't that be awesome? Big Bear's got some great campsites that I've only used once because I've got the cabin right here, but maybe we could go camping in Big Bear. Maybe we can go camping in Joshua Tree or perhaps Big Sur. I'm not sure, but I bet the guys in my band will come along and we'll have a little campfire jam session. And I don't know. It's just an idea right now. It's total brainstorming. I would love for that to... I would love to have that to look forward to. I'll put it that way. Now I'll just leave everyone to say goodnight to everyone else. And I'll be in the chat at 7:30 for Quarantine with Friends. In the meantime, thank you for joining us. I love you all. Now's a couple of minutes to just be good to each other.